Most stock screeners look great until it's go time. That's when you find out if they're actually helping or just slowing you down. So I tested Finviz Elite and Trade Ideas side by side with real trades and real money. Both promised high probability setups, but only one of them helped me act faster, smarter, and with more confidence. And by the end of this video, I'll show you which one gave me an edge that I didn't know I was missing. But before I trusted either platform with my trades, I did what most people don't. I actually went down the review rabbit hole. And if you're serious about not getting burned, this part matters. So let's start with what could go wrong, because that's usually where the real story begins. When I looked into trade ideas, I found a frustrated trader who signed up for their test drive expecting full access. He said most features were locked, and the AI trades he could access actually lost him money. To him, the interface also felt like something out of the late 90s. Ouch. Honestly, I get the frustration. When you're testing something that advertises AI-powered results, expectations run pretty high, but after spending time with the platform myself, I realized that this guy likely didn't even get the actual chance to try the AI channels or fully optimize the settings. Also, the test drive is meant as a limited sneak peek, not full-on access. The disappointment is pretty understandable, but I wouldn't call it dishonest, it just wasn't clearly explained. And let's be real, with a 4.7 out of 5-star rating across hundreds of reviews, Trade Ideas clearly works well for a lot of people. One user even said that he keeps a separate screen just for trade ideas because of how quickly it surfaces opportunities. Another trader praised how easy it made finding momentum stocks, which I can personally back up. Now, Finviz Elite had its own criticism. There's this Finviz Elite review where a reviewer was furious that he couldn't figure out how to cancel his subscription. He said the cancellation instructions led him to a benefits page instead. Sounds pretty shady, right? So I dug into this myself, and while the cancellation link is buried deeper than it really should be, it does exist. Plus, if you pay with a credit card like most people do, you're protected with chargeback policies. So worst case scenario, you're not actually stuck. And what makes me think this Finviz Elite review is a rare issue, you might ask? Well, first, the overall rating is 4.4 out of 5. That's pretty solid. And second, I read dozens of other reviews and I didn't find any recurring complaints like that. Most users rave about Finviz's customizable filters and visual heat maps. One trader even called it the best site for scanning NYSE, NASDAQ, and AMEX stocks with the precise filters. So another investor who highly recommended this platform said that it's perfect for anyone who wants to learn stock picking and to start trading. So yeah, issues do exist, but when a tool is actively used and reviewed by real traders every single day, you start to get a clearer picture. And in both cases, I felt confident enough to put my own trades on the line. All right, now I want to look into their features because this is where things really get interesting with Finviz versus Trade Ideas. So let's start with Trade Ideas. The Market Explorer really blew me away. It's basically their way of building powerful custom scans that go beyond the regular parameters. So I've used screeners before where you're boxed into basic filters, but here I was tracking institutional grade signals like social sentiment and relative volume spikes in real time. Then there's TradeWave. TradeWave rewired basically how I follow trends. It literally plots buy-sell signals on your chart. And honestly, it saved me from second guessing more than once. It's an AI tool that literally draws buy and sell signals directly onto your charts. So it took maybe 3 trades for me to realize how sticky this is. I mean, the trend following strategy felt almost effortless. No second guessing, just here's the move, here's the exit, and you decide. Brokerage Plus is where the real magic happens too, especially if you're tired of flipping between your trading software and your charting tools. With an interactive broker's account, I executed trades straight from the chart with one click. And the simulator? If you're not live yet, it lets you trade real conditions without risking your money. That's a massive edge if you're still testing strategies. Now the odds maker. Backtesting isn't new, but Trade Ideas makes it actionable. I could literally see win-loss ratios, average returns, and probability of profit on any strategy I ran. It didn't just help me improve my strategy, it killed a few ideas that I wrongly thought were working. And then there's also the market dashboards. So I used this on mobile more than I expected. It's a stripped down version of the desktop software for browser use, but still gives you everything from pre-market gappers to sector momentum. It's super handy if you're away from your desk. Okay, now let's look into Finviz Elite, because this one packs a different kind of punch. Right off the bat, Finviz Elite's technical analysis tools are deceptively simple. You get clean, instantly readable charts with overlays and indicators that work right out of the gate. No need for setups or plugins. So for someone who, doesn't want a complicated layout, that's a really big plus. But where Finviz really shines is its stock market maps. You want macro insight fast? This is where I got a complete visual of the market in seconds. Heat maps by sector, industry, performance. It helped me spot trends before I started running filters. The backtester in Finviz Elite is useful, but more on the basic side compared to Trade Ideas' OddMaker. Still, I did like how you could quickly test indicators on different stock universes like the S&P 500 or Russell 2000. So for broader strategy validation, it's perfectly solid. So here's the truth. If you're an active day trader who lives and dies by real-time signals, Trade Ideas is miles ahead. But if you're more of a swing trader or someone who needs clean scans and visuals, Finviz Elite is way more user-friendly and intuitive. And after using both side by side, I think the differences became crystal clear to me. Now, are either of them perfect? No, of course not. Trade Ideas has so many features that it can feel overwhelming at first. It took me a few sessions just to feel comfortable, but once I did, it started to feel like second nature to me. Think of it like climbing a steep hill. It's hard work at the start, but the view is really worth it. Finviz Elite, on the other hand, is incredibly easy to use, but a little rigid. I sometimes found myself wanting more customization in my scans, or I wanted real-time signals that just weren't there. But if you're more of a swing trader or investor, you might never even notice those limits. So yeah, both of these have quirks, but neither was a deal breaker for me. Alright, it's time to talk money. Finviz Elite versus Trade Ideas isn't just about the features. Pricing plays a pretty big role, especially if you're trading on a budget. Neither of these tools is cheap, but both I think are fairly priced for what they deliver. But Trade Ideas is definitely a bigger investment. If you're a casual trader or just starting out, it might feel like overkill. But for serious traders looking for edge, automation, and AI, the price made sense to me. I use it daily, and it's more than paid for itself. Finviz Elite is also a solid value for the money. It nails the basics, it's really visually impressive, and it gives you enough screening power for swing and long-term setups. I'd recommend checking the links in the description to see any current pricing and any promo deals. We try to keep them updated. So, after testing both with real trades and real setups, here's my honest take. Trade Ideas gave me faster, smarter entries, and it helped me spot moves that I would have missed otherwise. Finviz Elite, clean, reliable, and perfect for prepping swing or long-term setups. Which one's best? I really think that depends on your trading style. But if you want to see which features changed how I trade, hit the links in the description and check them out for yourself.